Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Superfly Fat Guy 859 coming at you again, and I'm coming at you with a video that I had seen Wrangler Star do, and I thought it was a good concept for a video, so I decided to go ahead and do one. Dear me, the advice I would give to my younger self. Now, I don't know. I don't think I would go before high school, because I think high school is where a lot of things happened that, or not really a lot of things happened. A lot of things I could have changed then. It wasn't too late then. I guess it's still not too late now, but it's just things that I wish I would have done or listened to when I was in high school. So. The first thing I got on I got a list next to the camera. Suck it up, sissy. I don't know. Like I was a whiner. I whined and cried about it. Not literally cried, but like if I didn't get my way, like I whined and cried about it, and like I was just a little sissy, man. And like I for lack of better terms, I needed to man up. I needed to suck it up is what I needed to do. So I'd go back and I'd tell myself to suck it up and call myself a sissy. Then the next thing is shut up and listen. I've always been a talker. But the problem is, and I think this is just a teenage thing in general. But I always knew better than everybody, and I never let anybody talk. I was always talking, talking over people, talking around people, talking through people, just talking. And now that I'm a little bit older, I would go back and tell myself to shut the hell up and listen, because you learn so much more when you're listening rather than when you're talking. You don't learn shit when you're talking. So that would be another one. Health is number one. I've always been fat. I just shared something on my personal Facebook page today of a picture of me and my sister in '94, so I was 9 years old, and I was the chunky monkey back then, boy. So, but I would, in high school, it's much easier to drop that weight, I think, because you're still young and stuff, and it's right before you turn into an adult, and I just feel like that would have been the best time to really hunker down on my health and lose that weight. Because when I was in high school, I was looking at it like, I'm fat, but I got time to lose it. I got time to lose it, and so on and so forth. And then now I'm almost 30, and I'm as big as actually I'm not. Now that I'm 30, I'm finally deciding that it's time to drop this weight, because all I did was just keep packing it on. So. Just a little side note, I'm down 20 pounds from my beginning weight, which was forever ago, in September, October. I had a relapse, but I'm back on track, and I'm down 20 pounds completely, as of the beginning. So I'm trying. And I think what I'll do is I'll skip ahead in the list, because along with health as number one, I'd play football. I don't know what it is. My excuse was always, I don't want to get hit by guys as big or bigger than me. And in high school, I was about 330 pounds, 330 to 350 pounds, somewhere around there. Between 320 and 350, we'll say. And I was built like a brick shithouse. Even though I weighed a lot, my leg, like I was chock full of muscle. My legs were just pure muscle. Of course, they had some fat on them. Of course, I was 350 pounds. But, man, I mean, my legs were intensely strong. And I think that's the only reason why I can still walk at the weight that I am now, honestly. But I don't know what it is. I just never played football. And then, the thought of taking a shower with other dudes, like, no. And it was just a bunch of things that I kind of talked myself out of it. But I remember the coach, man, which happened to be our vice principal. I remember him begging me several times to play football, man. And he even told me, like, you'll never get in trouble again and shit like that. But he wanted me to play football bad, and I should have. I really should have, but for whatever reason, I didn't. I guess it was the hard work. That's kind of what I was afraid of. And I guess I'll go into that now. Hard work is good for the soul. I don't know if, now that I say that, I mean, I did have a job in high school. I don't know, I wasn't in high school. The beginning of my senior year and the summer before that, I had a job at a pizza place for 6 months or so. And then they were actually running me in the ground. I was still in school and I was working until 1 o'clock in the morning and, closing and cleaning and stuff like that. And I was just like, nope, ain't happening. And this is completely illegal, by the way, but I'm not going to say nothing. Nope, not happening. Then I also had some problem with a guy. I was young and he scared the shit out of me. He said he was going to whoop my ass, and he was just anyway, that's a completely different video. But, yeah, I guess I could still say that I was scared of hard work, and, or not really scared, I was just lazy. That's it, pure laziness, that's all. So, hard work is good for the soul, man. I'd really sit down and talk to myself about that. I guess along with the health, eat to live, don't live to eat. I would try my best to instill that in my brain back then. Let's see, I'm skipping over a couple because there's some stories to them. Listen to your dad. Man, I realize now just how insightful my father is, just how smart and hardworking and dedicated that my dad is. And being a young kid, I took advantage of that, and now I understand. At the same time, I still we still butt heads because he just likes to preach, but I'm more of a listener now. And nag. Oh God, he likes to nag. Oh, he likes to nag. But I mean, when I was a kid though, like I wouldn't. There was nothing that he said that I wanted to hear. And I wish now that back then, that I would have opened my damn ears and shut my mouth and listen. I don't know. I guess maybe that's the biggest advice I can give myself. Maybe next to health is listen. Take more risks. I'm still like this, man. I've always been let's go the safe route. I know how it's like, the fork in the road. But like, I know you can go left or you can go right, but I know what's at the end of the right lane. I don't know what's at the end of the left, so let's go right. You know what I mean? Like, I know the outcome, and I'm a planner. I plan every detail of everything. I'm very, very detail oriented when it comes to that. So, going on a whim, being spontaneous and taking risks, it still ain't it still ain't me. But I figured if I would have did more of that in high school, I don't know, maybe maybe it'd be different now. I'm not sure, but I know you got to take risks. With big risks come big reward. I took one risk when I was younger, for a while, and it paid off. And I was lucky enough not to get caught. Again, I still dance around that. I know my buddy says that I should do a video on that, but I don't know if I want to. What? I just did a review on my G-Shock and now it's beeping and I don't know why. Okay, I guess the last two have to do with females. But one contradicts the other. But anyway, it says stay with Amanda. Amanda was like my first true love when I was in high school. I was with a girl or talking to a girl, whatever I was doing with her now, I don't know. But anyway, she was supposed to hang out with me on my birthday. I couldn't get a hold of her for I don't even know. I was supposed to pick her up at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and like I didn't get to pick her up until like 5 in the afternoon or something. And 6 days later, this chick calls me and says, hey, the reason why that chick, you couldn't get a hold of her is because she was banging your friend all day. And that chick turned out to be Amanda, the one that called me. And I was like, damn, she called me and told on her friend. Like, hell yeah, I like this girl, And I think we was together a couple of years, and golly, I was head over heels for that girl. She was my first for everything, man. And she was an awesome girl. She's well, I'm not gonna say anything bad about her, but anyway, she was an awesome girl, and she's definitely the one that got away. And I know, well, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure we'd probably still be together if I wouldn't have messed that up. I was young and dumb, is what I was, and I cut that off. But another thing too is go for Brittany. There was a chick that I was friends with, and I don't know why I never went after her, man. I guess I was scared, and I messed it up one time because I thought she was kind of feeling my buddy Mike, so I told her that my buddy Mike thought she was ugly. And you don't tell that to a chick, even if you are interested in her or not, because she's just going to be mad at you regardless. She ain't going to be mad at the person she ain't going to be mad at the person that said it. She's going to be mad at you for bringing it up or saying it. So I messed up with that, and then, I don't know, then she was on some dumb shit, but I wish I would have just went for her and took a chance at it. Took a risk, but I didn't. So I don't know. That's some, that's some things that dear me. I figured I'd do one. I don't want to make this too long, but I just, wanted to give myself some advice as a high schooler. Thinking back to high school, and I don't know, just thinking about some things that I could have done differently that maybe would have had a different outcome later on in life now. So that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. If anything I said here, once you want to hear, you want to see a video about it, except for the one thing, I don't know. I don't know if I really want to do a video about that or not, but I might at some point, but not right now. Summer '03. Everybody, take her easy.